Hello YouTube. Today we are going to talk about car payments. You can see this is the Tesla Model Y 2023. I bought this car a year and a half ago. It cost around 58,000 including tax, okay? So it's not a bad deal because it was on sale for a pretty cheap price for a Model Y. Back then I didn't put all cash in it. I thought, I said, hey, you know what? I can afford the car payment at that time, and let's just put like 20G down, and then I just pay the rest of it throughout the car payment for 5 years. Okay, so that was a story, and then I realized that having an extra car payment every month really just drags me down, and it was stressing me out. Okay, the car payment was 750 plus the insurance for this car was 155, I believe. So every month out the door, I'm paying like $900 just for driving this car. The interest rate for the car payment was 6.5, I believe, back in 2023. I guess it's not too bad, right? 6.5 is a lot better than the interest rate you pay for the credit card. So you know what? I just pay it. Just drag it long term and just pay it every month, $750 every single month. The problem comes in we because I do my budget every single month in the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the month I look at how much we actually spend as a family of four, and having that extra 750 expense, I just found out we are living paycheck by paycheck at the point, sometimes even in the red, and I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. And to be honest, in my head, what does $750 mean to me? Back in the days when I moved to the country, our rent for a 2-bedroom apartment was $850. So back in my mind, I'm like, wow, I'm paying $750 for a car where I can pay $850 for a whole apartment. Okay? That's not okay. That is not okay. In my mind, a car payment should be less than $300. That's the normal. So when I see the average car payment in the US was in the 700s, I was really surprised too. At the time when the purchase, I did not have enough cash because some of my money is tied up with the stock markets and some CDs. So fast forward 7 months later, I decided just to sell my stocks and pull the money out from the CDs to just pay off the car. Plus, I also do some side hustles with Uber. I mean, I Uber hard for a couple months to make up the difference. And the moment I pay off the car note, it was the best feeling ever. It's like I finally own this car free and clear. It was the best feeling. I finally has peace in mind. Well, I will have fully peace in mind when I pay off my house and retire. But at least for now, there's no car payments. Okay? No more of that. I can balance my budget. I can have some left over every month. So I recommend everybody to when you buy a car, especially when a new car, do not buy it unless that you know that you can have cash to pay for it, or you can pay it off within a year, because it will just bring you financial stress, and you don't want stress in your life. Okay, so I know this channel talks about money, and to be honest, buying anything that depreciates in value is it is not a good investment. I could have got a used Tesla, but for me, it just brings me joy. Okay, that, that's that's what it is. A new Tesla is kind of like in my bucket list, right? I was in low income for a long time, and when Tesla comes out, I always want one. Not because to just show off, because I want it because it's functionality. So this electric car, when it first comes out, like a couple years back, I'm talking about like 2015 or 16, you can apply a little sticker from the DMV and put it in your vehicle, and you can go on the express lane during rush hour for free. There wasn't any tolls back then, and because my work um, is pretty far away from my home, so I need to drive like 35 miles from from home to work, and I'll be stuck in traffic for a long time, and I would kill to just like go on the express lane during rush hour. So back in the days, all the electric vehicles like the Teslas, they just wouldn't zoom on in the express lane. So reason number one, I want to get it. Right now, that reason is not valid because now I gotta pay the toll to use the express lane if I'm driving by myself. Okay. The second reason is that I move even further away from work, and I have gout flare-ups like on my wrists, on my knees, and on my ankles. Okay, so sitting in a car for a long time, a long period of time, would trigger some of the pain from my joint. All right, so it was not fun to drive my older car. Okay, because like on average, I would sit in the traffic for at least 4 hours every single day if I go to work in the office. Okay. Now the car before this Tesla was Mazda Project 5 2003. Okay, it's an old car. I bought it secondhand back in 2010. I spent like six grand on it. It and it runs. It ran for what 14 years before it dies down. And I tried to save that car. Like I tried to change the timing belt and spend like good money on it. I spent like at least 3 grand to do all those to save the car. However, it still break down on me. Okay, it all the suspensions were gone in the car. The engine is super loud, and the driving experience is pretty bad, especially you are on the stop and go traffic. Okay, so that's when a Tesla can really shine on those situations. Okay, the autopilot in Tesla, it's amazing. Like literally, when you sit in the traffic, I am just relaxing in the car. No paddling, no holding on the wheels. It just goes. Of course, I'm still paying attention to the road just to take over anytime. But 99% of the time, I'm relaxed in the car. And I'm talking about 4 hours a day. Well, the whole reason I'm telling you all this is that if you want to buy a car, get a car that functions well. that can serve you, and then it can bring you joy. Okay, even as it's a used car, right? You don't want to buy it for showing your status. I don't think that's worth it. Buy something that works, and that functionality wise that works good for you. I don't believe in car payments. I think it's a scam. Most dealerships, they want to sell you the car and the finance part. Okay, so don't fall for it. Just buy the car with cash, or just pay it off like within a year. Don't waste your money on the interest. Before this car, like I said, I had the old Mazda, and I paid it cash. And I did not grow up with having a car payment, to be honest, because my car is dirt cheap. All right, this is actually my first time that I had a car payment, and it was a pretty high number for me, even though it's the average. Yeah, it wasn't not a good feeling. And then I mean, in some way, it kind of still motivated me to do some side hustles, and it was a pretty good experience, driving Uber as a side hustle. I mean, the pay is not that great, to be honest, but it still helps me financially. Like I know that actually I can make some money with the side hustle. So, do you have a car payment? Do you have extra cash in your bank? Are you willing to do some side hustle to pay it off? I tell you, it's very, very worth it. It's a super good feeling when you know that you own something that is yours. Alright, guys, I hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, like the video and subscribe, okay? Take care of yourself. Until next time, bye.